thank you for that. I really appreciate it. So I really didn't prepare anything.
I'll get you here.
Mr. Wiley, thank you for that great introduction. Thank you to the Bob Emig Foundation. I had the privilege of coaching many years with Bob, against Bob, and while we were opponents on the field, we had a mutual respect off the field, and he would be so proud of the foundation and the work they're doing, that Adam and Aaron and Camille are doing. So thank you to the foundation for this honor. I'm really humbled by it. Being a good coach is really hard. Thank you. No. It is. It's something that's hard, but it's been a labor of love for me. It seems like a couple of years ago, somebody asked for a volunteer to coach my son's t-ball team, and I raised my hand, and 32 years later, here I am. So it's been a great run, but again, it's something that is hard to do if you want to be a good coach. You know, there's certain qualities that I feel are required to be a good coach. One of them, you have to be a hard worker, as Rick knows. You have to sacrifice a lot of time. You have to have great organizational skills. And most important, you have to love what you're doing, and you have to love the athletes that you're coaching. And I was lucky. The hard work part, I was raised by a man who is the hardest working man I ever met. I'm really sorry. This is going to be hard for me. But my dad is set such a great example for me, working 2 jobs his whole life and never complaining about it. As far as the organizational skills, my mom, we laugh all the time about the lists we make and the calendars we have, and she passed that on to me, and the love I also got from them. 56 years I've had the privilege of having 2 parents who just love me to death, so I had the perfect DNA to be a coach, thanks to them. So my mom and dad, right there. Thank you. I was also privileged when I was 8 years old to be coached by a man by the name of Ed Sprynot. And Ed taught me that it's okay to love the athletes that you're coaching. Because he loved me, and he took me under his arm, and I was just a short, chunky kid. I wasn't very good. But I didn't know that, because Ed didn't let me know that. And I took that with me, you know, fast forward to 1999 and the formation of the Collinsville Extreme with another individual who was like-minded like me, and that was Brett Swift. And we started the Collinsville Extreme, and it was something that we thought this was needed for the girls in our area, and we started with one little team, and today we have almost 30 teams and 400 families in our organization. So it's something that we're really proud of. Thank you. You know, the reason that I've stayed coaching so long is probably a selfish and egotistical reason, because I just didn't think that anybody could do it as good as me. So I just stayed in it. But the good news is I no longer feel that way. We have so many great people in our organization, and I could sit here and just name names for an hour. But people like Brett and Andy Albertina and Wade Stahlhut, Melanie Yipia, and Lauren Popoff, who is the first girl that I coached in high school, who is now a high school coach herself, the new coach at O'Fallon High School. So it's just great to see the ideas that I thought and that I thought were important are going to be carried on. So I'm so excited about that. One very important person that I absolutely have to recognize is my wife, Barb. As I mentioned earlier, being a good coach is really hard. I think the only thing that might be harder is being a good coach's wife. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to follow my passion. Anyway, you know I love you. So I'm going to read something, and there's no way I'm going to get through this. I'm going to close with this. And this was a Facebook post that my daughter wrote, letting people know about my honor tonight. And there's no way I'm going to get through this. But she put, "My amazing dad, Pete Hoffman Sr., is being celebrated on Thursday, October 6th, being presented with the Jim Emig Coach Award at the Missouri Athletic Club. I honestly can't think of anyone in the world that is more deserving of this recognition. And although I may have a little bias, I know in my heart that I would feel the same way if he had just been my coach and not my father. I dream of being able to positively impact as many lives as he has, and I am forever grateful for the sacrifices he has made for me, my teammates, and the future of softball in Collinsville. Dad, I speak for so many girls when I say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for coaching us on and off the field, for encouraging us when we feel we have nothing left, and for believing in us when we don't believe in ourselves. For understanding each of our crazy personalities and giving us your all and never giving up on us. Your faith in us will stay in our hearts forever." So thank you for that, Jamie. Appreciate it. Over the years, I've gotten a lot of notes like that from kids who talked about how lucky they were to have me as their coach. And all I can say to that is, really, you don't understand. It's the other way around. I'm the lucky one. Thank you.